Welcome to the Our League Game of the Week with myself, Alex Simmons.
Emilion Price.
Pricey, great weekend of League One action, but away from the pitch, you got to take your son to England training. Obviously not at Workington. You could have been down at Welsh Wales, but you took Wills down to England training squad.
Yeah. It's I think they've got like a 68-man training squad with all the young players from around England. So obviously, with my weekends being taken up previously, I had not a chance to take him. So it was nice to go along and see the parents and see all the young boys.
West Wales 12, Workington 58. You expect that, don't you? Obviously, with the side of the quality of Workington compared to West Wales. Fui as well, getting over the line.
Yeah, absolutely. With the quality of the players at Workington, they'll be really concentrating now on getting their league form right. And I think West Wales will probably a good game for them to practice things, put into practice things that Chris Thorne will be looking to implement. And it's also a good game for you to work on your attack and try and get some confidence back, because it's been a very inconsistent year for Workington, so they'll be looking to get some consistency back.
From Workington to the big rivals, Whitehaven, 3 points clear now, 32-18 over Coventry. Another good result, and you've been saying it for a few weeks. Whitehaven will go up automatically. Do you still believe that?
I think there's a long way to go, but I think obviously they're in the prime position. If they, at the end of the day, the ball's in their court. I think next week's game against Newcastle will be their biggest test of the season. I think playing on that really big field, the 3G field that they play really well up there, that could be a really big test for them.
Do you reckon Newcastle are the team to watch out for?
Yeah, I think if they get some consistency, they'll be underdogs to get in there.
Talk to me about a few of the players. Andrew Bullman and Sam Forrester with 2 tries apiece. Also Jake Moore as well. It seems to be a good nucleus of Cumbrian players up there. Yeah,
they've obviously invested well in the local youth. Jake Moore's of Wigan pedigree, played at Wigan School, but Wigan Academy. Sam Forrester's an Andy fullback and standoff as well. Jason Mossapoo spent 10 years at Workington. Good centre who's good experienced centre. So they've got some quality in there, and what they've got is confidence. Once you get the confidence, once you win games and you win a lot, it becomes a habit. Losing can become a habit, but winning can become a habit. And I think they were down at half time, weren't they? They were losing at half time and still come away with a victory.
North Wales 12, Newcastle Thunder 48. North Wales, it's a big defeat because they've competed in most games they've played at this year. Newcastle starting to look like the team that everyone thought they would be at the start of the season. Lewis Young in particular with a hat-trick on the day.
Yeah, Lewis Young is a player that I really admired when we played against them. He plays standoff or full-back. I prefer him at full-back because he gets the ball in his hand a little bit more. He's dangerous coming out the backfield. He's only slight, but he's very, very quick. Got great feet. And for me, he's one I'd keep an eye out of him for Championship and definitely for Super League, maybe in the coming years. But yeah, Lewis Young is a fantastic player. Take a little bit of time to get your coaching methods and change your coach, change your rugby director. Old coach gone, new players coming in. Scrum at lost Finney went back to Dewsbury. So there's things that'll change about, and this league I think it'll swap and change places for quite until the last game. It'll be interesting.
Right to the last game.
Yeah, I think it'll be right to the last game. Yeah.
Kieran Gill as well. He's a big, powerful player. Didn't really get the opportunity at Cass, but certainly a real find for Newcastle.
Yeah, massive find, and I think, like you say, with the Super League experience, training every day with experienced players and dropping down a league with something to prove, them are the players that you want.
Hunslet 34, Keighley 0. I was shocked at this. Hunslet obviously have been consistent all year. They look like they could be an automatic promotional team, but Keighley to be nilled, they've been playing so well, but in fits and starts.
Yeah, the thing is, Keighley have been playing well, but they sacked the coach. I mean, they've been doing fantastic, and I know that without the points deduction, they'd be up at the top end of the table. They've sacked the coach.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why? Somebody tell us.
I don't know.
Send us a tweet. Leon Price 6, Alex Simmons TV. Send us a tweet. Why did Keighley sack the coach?
I don't know, because I just looked at the scoreline today. I've just seen the scoreline today, and take nothing away from Hunslet.
That 2 on the bounce now.
Yeah, 2 on the bounce. It's like the proof's in the pudding. Why have they sacked him? 34-0, they've not even scored a try, which, with a team that's been playing really, really well, and it's a really good attacking team, for me, shows that them players can't be happy with the sacking, I don't think.
Is that what you reckon?
Well,
players revolt, potentially.
They can't be happy, can they? Because they've been one of the highest scoring teams in the competition. But let's not take out away from Hunslet. I mean, they've been struggling for consistency throughout this year, but they got a good win against Newcastle last week. And then this week it's 34-0, so they're going to be at the top end of the table.
Are they the quiet, you know, like the bit of a dark horse, honestly? Because no one really considered them at the start of the year.
No, I think Hunslet at the start of the season, we definitely talked about them. I definitely thought of them as being a good team. And then I think they just went a little bit patchy in there. I think they lost against Workington when Workington only had 14 players and just went through a bit of a loss to Scholars by a big score at home as well, didn't they? And I was kind of thinking, oh, they've gone, but they're coming back now, and I think they will be there at the end of the year, yeah, definitely.
Right now, it's over to our featured game today. Doncaster take on Oldham at the Keepmoat. Check this out.
Down. That's what he's got, the young kid, isn't it?
Yeah, bags of potential, bags of pace about him.
Lovely kick from Baharo, little bounce up. They're going to score the first try inside the first 3 minutes. Great score as well.
Take note of it, really. The line's jumping and they're a bit disconnected.
Let's see if Oldham can come up with anything off the back of this scrum play. Well, it's moved all the way out to that left-hand side, but it's been intercepted once more by Doncaster. And here comes Boas. Boas, big handoff coming in. Oh, he slipped another. He's off down the middle of the field. Can anyone catch him? They're closing in on him, but he's going to go all the way. Is it Aronson? Aronson saved his side just for a second, but he's wriggled over. What a fantastic try from Boas.
That's a great transition.
3 minutes of the game gone. Strikes it right-footed, flags are raised, and it's Doncaster 14, Oldham 0. A cracking game, but Doncaster have it at this moment in time anyway, and have stretched the advantage out to 16 points to 0 with that converted penalty. 15 metres away from the line. The Harrell out to the left, it comes to the right though. Here's Hedges, puts a step on, drives it through the middle, he's going for the line, he's going to crash over. Second try of the game for Hedges. But this has definitely turned into scrappy now.
Scrappy, yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, bit of quality out the back. Here's Doherty. Doherty down the wing. Doherty in at the corner. 6th try of the season. Glorious play by Cameron Scott.
And that's been the difference for the afternoon, really.
That many times.
No, that's it. He's done his job. Yeah, he's just done his job. And again, across the board for Doncaster, they've all done the job. They've all chipped in. They're working for each other.
Boas, bit of box office from him to get it wide to Foster, who feeds it wide to Tarley. Tarley's got toe, breaks one tackle, puts it back on the inside to Baharrell. Baharrell's looking around for support, spins it to the right-hand side, back on the inside to Baharrell, who skims it to the right. This is going to be a glorious score. Howden gets it.
Great try. And that's it. That's their afternoon in one moment of play there. Everybody turning up for each other.
Hooter goes. It's back to Baharrell. Baharrell drop goal. And he's kicked it. That ends this game. Doncaster 31, Oldham 0.
Bryce, you called this last week. Big win for Doncaster. Again, a team getting nilled. Oldham is not going to be happy, is he?
No, not at all. 31-0, but I think Richard on playing against them as we did last year and this year, they've always been a very good team. They're well coached, they're well organised, some good individuals. It surprised me when they were struggling a little bit earlier this year, but they're coming back into form now, and they're going to be right there at the back end of the year, especially when Rangi comes back.
Exactly, a few weeks away now.
Yeah, it's not long. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. He's going to light it up in this division.
He's going to carve it. He's going to carve it up. Yeah,
do you reckon he'll be the best player straight away in this division? A one-off?
It's not the easiest of divisions, but if somebody of his quality is fit, the most important thing is being fit. You know, if you're in shape, if he's in Super League shape, he'll destroy this league.
Watson Boas doing a great job in the halves. That could be a magical half-back combination. The Papua New Guinean international and Rangi Chase.
I'm excited to see that. Yeah, it's. I think that's probably the most important thing, especially for Arnie, for any team, is to have your half-back combinations right. Yeah. But it can also disrupt you if when you bring in new 6s and new 7s. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Be good.
Where do Oldham go from here? It's 2 defeats in a week to Doncaster. Yeah. Up next, obviously we'll go for the fixtures shortly. Keighley at home next.
It's a big week. It's a big game for him.
The two teams that are being nilled. Yeah. What happens next?
Yeah, I just know, knowing Scott Naylor as I do, he'll be very, very disappointed and angry. And obviously wanting to put things right. He's an angry man anyway. He's a good guy, but he's an angry man. But he'll be wanting to put that right, will Scott Naylor. Oldham are supposed to be one of the teams that are up there challenging, so you expect a little bit more. I'm 31-0, but when Oldham click, they're a good team, so they'll definitely want to get back on the horse this week with Oldham.
Right, let's start then. So Oldham versus Keighley. What do you say?
I'm going to go Oldham. I think
Oldham.
I think the disruption at Keighley is too much. It's too evident to see.
I'm going to go with you on that one. I think they seem like falling off, but you never know. With Jamie Thackeray in the mix, the magic man, anything could happen. Hunslet versus Doncaster.
Fantastic game.
What a game!
Game of the round. No, actually, it's Newcastle or whatever. Yeah, but it's one of the best games of the round. I think both teams are finding form. Second versus sixth. Well, I'll go Hunslet.
You're going Hunslet?
Yeah, I'm going to go Hunslet.
I'll go Doncaster just to be different.
Yeah.
But I think Hunslet might get there. London versus West Wales. Big win for London.
Yeah, big win. I would have thought. Yeah, it's just West Wales struggle every week. It's not. We're not having a go at them, but yeah, big win for London.
Newcastle versus Whitehaven. Newcastle.
This is a big game for me. This is the biggest game for me. I think I'm going to go Newcastle.
I'm going to go Newcastle because I'm a Workington Town fan. Even without you, I'm a Workington Town fan. Workington versus Coventry.
Yeah.
They put you to the sword earlier on in the season.
I wasn't there.
You're not there,
No, I wasn't there. No. Don't blame me with that. No, they'll be. I think obviously Workington will be looking to get some revenge on that performance, and they're playing at home. Workington win easy.
You're going to go Workington?
Easy.
Oh, he's backing that. I'll go Workington as well. That is your League One game of the week. We'll see you back here in the Our League app next week for more League One action.